So I wanted to ask this other question. So you participated in London Fashion Week. So what was your whole
Yeah.
experience participating in London Fashion Week?
Actually, it was one of the best days in my life. And I've signed up for London Fashion Week literally one day before because I've noticed that one of the girls which I'm following, and Joanna, she added stories that she needs the girls because some of the girls cancelled. And I was like thinking, should I write? Should I not write? Then one of my friends gave me a push, like, Paulina, you should go. But then I was like, messaged her, and she was like, oh, okay, you should come this and this place and this time. And then I've looked at my next day schedule, and I was fully booked with clients. And I thought, oh, okay, that might be a problem now. But luckily, because I have with all my clients, I just have such a good relationship. I just told them right away, and they were like, oh no, you need to go there, just go, don't think about it. And I went. Actually, my boyfriend took me over there because I needed someone to drive me. I live in Northampton, so that's quite far away. It was very early in the morning when I needed to be there. So I literally slept for 3 hours before going. But once I've entered the ground, well, it's not really ground floor, it's underground in London. It was just over there, it was complete mess. In one corner you have some fake hairs. In one corner you have clothes. Then you have models. And on the beginning it's quite quiet. Apart from the mess and people wandering around, there is not really much going on. But then suddenly when the show starts, all you have is like 3 minutes to do nails on your model. And it's not that you paint those nails. You usually paint them, but you usually use press-ons, which you have 30 minutes before the show to prepare. So it is completely, different. It is completely different work than we do on every day, because you don't do cuticles, you don't really do any spa on those nails, but all you need to do is to fit the brief and to prepare those nails so they don't fall off while, for example, the model puts the shoes on. Or while she's changing her clothes, because obviously when they are walking out on the catwalk, they have one outfit on, but then they are coming back, they are changing the outfit, and in the meantime you need to change the press-ons on their nails as well. And you only have like 3 minutes, sometimes even not 3 minutes to do that, because in these 3 minutes of them changing, all the designers want to make the makeup more perfect, to do something with the hair, or for example, the shoe doesn't fit. So you're with one hand, you're trying to stick the nails on her hand, and with the other hand, you're trying to help her to put the shoe on. So it was a really crazy hour, to be fair, because the event itself, it lasted only an hour, well, at least this designer, but I think it was just so vibrant, you were able to go everywhere. I was even Joanna Newbold laughed as well, because most of the girls was quite overwhelmed, but I was like, I even almost got onto the catwalk, because one of the girls lost her nail, and she was like, oh no, fix it. So you're running after that model. So it is a nice, maybe not achievement, but it is nice thing to do at least once in your life, because it's just such adrenaline, you know.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So in terms of like, how do you feel about the combination of like beauty and fashion? Because, you know, considering you participate in London Fashion Week and we see designers like the Blondes, they're an American fashion brand, and they've collaborated with C&D with these different avant-garde nail designs. So I feel like nail artists are starting to get, you know, a lot of credit, you know, and take part in Fashion Week. Like, so how do you feel
Yeah.
about the combination with beauty and fashion, like colliding together?
I mean, to be fair, there would be no nails without the fashion.
Mm-hmm.
For example, even in Nailympia, one of my works, when I was trying to find the inspirations, when I find the inspirations for my nail art, I usually don't find it in other people's nails.
Mm-hmm.
I find it in the outfits.
Mm-hmm.
Or in a texture of some clothes, in the designs on the clothes. So I do believe that there would be no nails without the fashion, because nail is just another accessory for
Right.
a woman. It's just like an earrings or a bracelet.
Right.
If someone doesn't like fashion, if someone doesn't like to be fashion, well, maybe not fashionable, but if someone doesn't like the style, they then usually don't do their nails, do they?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So, and also too, like considering the beauty industry, how do you feel about the whole progression of the beauty industry? Do you think it's improved? Do you think it's watered down? Like, what is your whole take on the whole beauty industry?
I think it's an industry which keeps on improving, and it's so nice to see, especially here in UK, because 5 years back when I was starting my journey, there wasn't much courses which I would be interested in here in UK.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I went to Poland, but now I see that there is more and more girls, British educators, which are good. There is more and more people as well in America, which just, you know, stand out from the crowd. When I was working 5 years ago, I wasn't really seeing any much of the surnames on nail forums, and now it's just, I think all of the countries sort of catch up with each other if it comes to the techniques, if it comes to the nail art and all the stuff. And let's not lie, it all at some point came from Russia. They were a little bit, and they still are pioneers if it comes to a lot of techniques. So I believe that's why, for example, in Europe, you could see them earlier. And then in the rest of the world, you could see them a little bit later. But now, because of the internet, all those media, all those beautiful platforms like Instagram, like Facebook, we are all at the same level, at the same. We all know the same amount of knowledge. We all know the trends. Which are currently out there, and I think that's nice, because if it comes to beauty industry, it's us nail techs, nail artists, who set the goal, set the stool. That's we who decide how it looks, because there is no, to be fair, there is no really government platform which says, okay, beauty industry should be at this and this level, and it should look this and this. Obviously, if it comes to health and safety, maybe I do think that it could still be improved, because, for example, how I take care of health and safety in a salon is a completely higher level than how the city council expects me to. But that's only because I know a little bit more about this than them. But I think that it should be a little bit improved, but that's not because we don't do the job. It's because they don't do the job. So I think there would be more nail techs, nail artists, nail teachers in those places like government, councils. I think we could even become something bigger than, just girls who do nails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree. I think the beauty industry has improved a lot, but I think there should be a little bit more improvement. I think
Yeah.
with social media, you have Instagram, TikTok, you have Snapchat. So you have a lot of these 1 minute nail videos. And what's rare, I think, is the breakdown of it. And I like how a lot of educators, break down their process as to how they create a design or how they prep the nails. So that way you have a better understanding of how to do a process very well and correctly. And I think that, also considering social media, like how I said, there's also influencers, you have influencers that have their own makeup lines. And,
Yes.
I think that, we have to have a balance between YouTube and like going to nail classes or going to beauty conventions so we know more about different nail systems, different nail products, especially the products. There's a lot of products that have been out, like poly gels, acrylic gels,
Yes.
3D gels, acrylics, glitters. There's so much stuff you can do to create a beautiful nail or to create a work of art on nails. So I wanted to go with this question. What is your favorite nail art medium to use when creating nail art?
Oh, it's so different to say because I'm very artsy if it comes to nails. But it depends on the type of work. If it's on the client, then I would say, oh gosh, really hard, because I love them all. But I would say if it comes to that client, it's all the embellishments, all the stones, on all the foils, and all those kind of stuff, because that's what could be done very quickly, but what's very effective. I mean, imagine a set of nails which is coated with ombre design. Doesn't matter if it's ombre created from acrylic or ombre which is shaded with the sponge or with the brush. And imagine when it's just ombre, it's nice. But when you add a little bit of Swarovski crystals or foil, then those are like proper Instagram nails. Because it's usually the nails which steal the show. So I would say in the salon work, I would say ombre, Swarovski stones, all those type of arts. But if I would say in nail art, I'm a fan of flat painting. So all of the faces, all of the crazy designs, I'm more into that. So plus I'm more into painting with my hands. So for example, in my salon, there is no stickers. Even though I do have transfer foil and cutting foil, I don't have a foils which some of the girls have that have already, some shapes like flowers, or some panther, leopard skin. I usually create it by myself, and it's really, well, it does take more time, but it's really good because you have sort of time and possibility to just take out all these, emotions and put them on nails. And that's what's really nice in nail art. I'm getting more and more into 3D nail art as well, which I think is quite cool in the salon work too, because if we're creating, let's say, acrylic flowers, or there is as well now plastic gels. So we don't, especially those people who have allergies, they don't need to worry that they are gonna stop breathing. They are plastin-like gels which allow us to create 3D flowers, to create more 3D styled nails with products which don't smell. Because let's not lie, but a lot of people don't like acrylic smell, monomer smell. Whilst with plastin, it's, you know, it doesn't smell, and plus you have more time to create your design because it only hardens when you put it in the lamp. So whoever, and it's good because whoever, imagine when we were 8, 9 years old, even maybe younger, I remember having plastin and doing the little dolls from it, loads of different stuff. And I think most of the kids have had this, you know, colorful plastin in the houses. And with this, it's very similar, to be fair. So anyone can do that. And you don't really need to go on the course to start. You can buy it, you can sort of have fun with it, and you can as well use it in your everyday salon work, because you could, like, let's say, paint a flower and add one 3D leaf on the top, which is just gonna give us this 3D dimension onto the nail. So we don't need to make a whole nail in 3D to make it stand out.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, I like using like gels, you know, like plasticine gel, acrylic paint to do flat art. And I like how you mentioned in pertaining to like acrylics, you know, about the toxic smell and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, you know, a lot of people like to use acrylic for art, you know, 3D roses and 3D, you know, related art, or like doing like an acrylic extension. You know, like me personally, I'm not too much a fan of acrylic. You know what I mean? I like using gel because it's more odorless. Same thing with plasticine gel. It's more odorless. And I think, you know, in terms of acrylic and these certain issues, like how, you know, we were talking about with allergies, you know, the effects of, you know, breathing toxic fumes, I think those discussions, I think, should be talked about or discussed more within the beauty and nail industry, you know, because that, you know, that has some long-term effects, you know.
Oh, yes.
So that's, I think that's very important, you know. But yeah, you know, nail art is very fun. It's very fun to create. I wanted to ask this other question. How do you define success within the beauty industry?
It depends however people see success. But lately, because I can already say that I've been in this industry for a while, and I've seen, you know, many, and what I very often see is that a lot of people are still, you know, very fake in this beauty industry. And, you know, because of course we need to smile, we need to be happy, we need to be nice. But from what I've noticed, there is a lot of people who are nice to someone, and then behind the back they are telling horrible things about each other. And obviously a lot of people see a lot of nail techs, see in other nail techs competition. So I do try to understand that. But still, I think what is a huge success is to, you know, to stay true to yourself. And to be nice to everyone, because many people think that, okay, successful, if someone has a lot of money, and so if someone has their own huge salon, employs plenty of people, earns from them, that's a success. No, because most of these people have this success because of other things, or maybe they do have it all, but they, let's say, don't treat their workers right. That's not success. I think success is to be respected, but not to make people hurt on the way. to the top. That's what's very important. And to be helpful. Because if you're helping someone, that's all. It's always coming back to this what I said earlier. If for example, for me, always my students ask me like, or they say like, oh Paulina, one day I would be like more like you. You know, you meet so many people. I once heard from my student like, oh my gosh, you must have had so much money when you're doing these courses. And I'm like, I actually don't, because like 0.5% of what I earn, I invest in my education or in making my courses better. But when they say to me that I'm, this and this successful, that's what success is. When you see that people are happy to be around you. And that's what I think we should all aim for, to make people happy.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like bring joy within other people, be nice to people, connect with people too. And also another thing too, especially with, competing, what we all learn is that don't compare yourself to other people. People's journey is different. You know what I mean? There's some people that have competed in nail competitions for years. There's some that, are brand new and still getting to know, the nail industry, getting to know nail competing and things of that nature. So I think another thing too is, don't compare yourself to other people. And this is why I appreciate the nail industry, because, you learn so much from other people around the world.
Oh,
you
yes.
gain a lot of skill, you gain a lot of knowledge, you gain a lot of, connections, and it builds, opportunities and opens doors. So, and what I've learned also is you never know, what things can bring, and that's the whole thing, with the nail industry. And also, the essence of success, and also preparation meets opportunity. So, when you're prepared, you can seize the opportunity to really, help elevate and better yourself, as a person and in your artistry, so that's really, really, cool in terms of this industry. So I want to ask this other question, like, how important is it to love what you do and be passionate about the nail industry?
I think that's all. That's the most important thing, because for example, if I wouldn't be passionate, I would give it up, especially a half year ago when I've learned that I have contact dermatitis for most of the products which I'm working on. And unfortunately, I need to be very cautious. If I even do nails for myself, if I would touch my skin with a very tiny amount of product, that's it. I can't wear gloves. I can't touch anything for like the next few days. So I, for example, would say that you do need to be passionate, because if you're not passionate, and then the problem comes, any issue, you're just gonna leave it. You're just gonna stop doing it.
Right.
Whilst if you're passionate about it and there is, some problems, some difficulties on the way, you're just gonna keep pushing. You're just gonna keep doing it, and instead of finding things to stop you, you're gonna be finding the resolutions for the problem.
Right.
Because that's what we need to do. I still, for example, I have reply from the doctor that there might be a day when I will need to stop doing that. But I don't let that trouble me.
Right.
When that day come, it will come. But I will do everything what I can, like being very careful, trying to find the products which don't give me this type of allergies. So I can do it as long as I can, because we all have some of our difficulties, some of the stones which are thrown on a road, but it's up to us if we are gonna make these stones stop us, or if we are gonna make stairs from them and just go higher. So it's very important to be passionate, because then you know that you're not gonna stop at all.
Yeah, I can definitely agree. And there's a saying that I've heard about, and it's called if you're passionate about what you do, you never work a day in your life. So I really do believe that being passionate about what you do, it helps you propel forward a lot more, and you learn a lot, and
Yes.
you get the joy out of it. It doesn't feel like work. So that's really, very, very important. Also, where can people find you on social media, as well as get in touch with their classes? Where can people find you on social media?
My profile is nail artist Paulina Mucha, and we are actually finishing creating our first website, which is going to be completely multi-module. So you will be able to book your courses. There will be the whole subscription school on this website as well. But also there will be a possibility to pay for the courses in installments. Which I think is very important, because I don't know if you had this issue when you were starting, but when I was starting, and I've seen and I've spent the money for the course and then for the products, because when I started to do clients, I already wanted all the products to be fully professional. I didn't want it to work on this cheap gels from AliExpress, which I had, like hundreds. I've decided to just, go for the reliable company, because I wanted to give my clients reassurance that they will have the best possible outcome I could give them. And when I've started to spend money on the courses, which, let's not lie, they are quite expensive, and on all these products, I must say that was quite a lot of savings which were put into that direction. So I think giving people chance to pay for their course in installments is giving them opportunity to start working and pay for that course with the money they are earning, not completely with the savings they have made over the years.
All right, so thank you so much, Miss Paulina, for allowing me to interview. It's such a great pleasure to meet you and get to know you.
Thank you.
Your nail artwork is amazing. Congratulations again on winning on Nailympia 2021. Thank you so much. It's been a great opportunity to meet you, and thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And it's always a very nice opportunity to meet such a wonderful stylist like you. And just before I go, for everyone who's been with us, thank you very much for watching, and just would like to tell you, never give up, and always fulfill your dreams, and never underestimate yourselves.
Very, very motivating words. Thank you so much again, Paulina. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms, as well as visiting my website, ASIATHABIRD.com, and be on the lookout for more videos to come soon. Take care, stay safe, and stay healthy.